Right, a Milwaukee grinder today, so this is a bit of a repair stroke refurb. The paddle handle's been snapped off this, so you can't use it as it currently is, but also it's a real state. Actually, it's quite rusty everywhere and not nice. I've got a new case on the way, the red bit. That should be here in a few weeks. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get as much of the rust off as I can and the dirt off the gearbox housing, and I'm going to give it a bit of a spray job today. The other option is obviously to buy a new gearbox housing, but there's no real damage to this. There's just some scratching, so I'm just going to clean it up, grind it off a little bit with a smaller Dremel type tool, smooth some of the areas, and then just paint over it. Really, I've got a very similar colour, so I've got a gun grey type colour just in a spray can. I'm not claiming to be a painter finisher or an expert in surfacing, by the way, so you'll see a few things you might have done differently. Some people will probably ask about primer. The paint I'm actually using says that spray direct to metal, to rust even, so I'm just going down that route, to be honest. But I know, seeing the end of this video, I know I would have got a better finish if I'd have used a primer potentially. So what I'm doing here, I'm just smoothing off some of those smaller scratches. I'm not going to get the big ones out, and also getting those last little bits of rust out of some of the angles. I use this little Ryobi multi-tool for that. It gets right in all those cracks. I'm not going to show you the whole video again because it's a really long one. It probably took me 20 minutes in total. So here I've got it taped up, and this is the gunmetal metallic type spray. Don't really care about the red bit at this point because, as I say, I'm replacing that. So all I've done is just lightly around the edge put a bit of tape to protect it, but it doesn't matter if it touches it. So just going around, nothing really special about this, just painting it, getting it to a nicer colour than what it was. Got a lot of that rust off, so it didn't look too bad anyway, but this will just hopefully make it even better. It's just for me, this one. It's not for a customer or anything, so there's no reason to be perfect with this. I've got the button taped up as well. You can't see it there because I've sprayed over it, but that'll still be red when I come back to it. But really, that's it, really. Quickly over everything there. Pop it in its little holder overnight, and I'll come back the next day to see how it's dried, and then do any little touch-ups that are needed. So this is the next day. It's dried really well. There are a few little bits of imperfection, if you like, but as I mentioned before, it's just for me. This is nothing special. Just it looks a little bit better. That's all I was after, really. Making it look a little bit newer rather than buying a new one. But that's it, really. Quite good. So when I get the housing, I'll swap that. I'll put that on here, and I'll show you the end result as well, which should be a lot better than the initial look of this at the start of the video.